Hello and welcome to today's science lesson. So first of all guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera. Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Excellent. And next, we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down low. Touch our toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. And then back down to touch our toes once more. And then guys, let's stand up straight and shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. And then we can do some rotations. So let's go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. And then we can do some stretches. Let's do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let's do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant, guys. Now let's have a shake. Shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. And Then we can take our right hands and find our left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And then one more shake out, guys, arms and legs. And to finish, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So welcome to today's science lesson. And in today's science lesson, we've reached the end of the section that we've been studying on the solar system. So what we're going to be doing today, guys, is having a review of the solar system sections. So let's write that phrase on the board first. So the solar system is spelt T-H-E. Solar, S-O-L-A-R. And system, S-Y-S-T-E-M. And because today is a review lesson, I will write the word review too. R-E-V-I-E-W. So we can all say together, the solar system review. Yes. And one of the first things we're going to do to review what we've learned about the solar system is we're going to have a recap exercise of all of the different planetary objects that can be found in the solar system. Now, guys, who can remember what is the name of the great big bright hot ball of energy that we find? The sun. Yes, the sun is the center of our solar system. It's a big bright ball of energy that everything else moves around. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just draw a diagram like this to represent our sun. Even though the sun isn't blue in real life, I only have a blue marker pen. So who can tell me, how do we spell the sun? Okay, S-U-N. Now what we're going to do is we're going to think about the planets first of all, and I'm going to draw a diagram of the planets getting further from the sun and have my students name them and spell them correctly. So how many planets are there in total, guys? How many planets? 8 planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. So we have one quite small planet that is closest to the sun. Does anybody remember the name of the closest planet to the sun? Mercury is right. Yes, the closest planet to the sun, Mercury. But how do we spell Mercury, guys? Excellent. Mercury. Okay, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. But there's more planets afterwards. What is the next planet after Mercury is? Venus. And we spell Venus. Excellent. And then comes a planet, our planet, yes. This one is our planet. So we can do some water because Earth is the only planet that has water on it. And how do we spell Earth, guys? Yes, this is our planet here, planet Earth. But what comes after planet Earth? The next planet on from Earth, Mars, yes. And Mars is spelled M-A-R-S. Okay, so far we're halfway through our solar system. We've got the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Now we're getting a bit further away. Who can tell me the name of the next planet? Jupiter. And Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. Jupiter is the biggest. How do we spell Jupiter, guys? Excellent. Jupiter is here, yes. Now, there's a special looking planet that comes next. A planet that has, correct, this next planet is Saturn. Now, what can you notice about Saturn? What does it have going around it? Rings. Excellent. Saturn has rings. The only planet that has rings going around it. But how do we spell Saturn, guys? S-A. Brilliant. And then there's 2 more planets to come before we reach the end of our solar system. Uranus is spelt U-S. And then finally, right at the end, Neptune. Yes. N-U-P-T-U-N-E. So there we go with a diagram of the solar system according to the sun and our 8 planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. But in our previous lesson, we learnt about some other solar system objects too. Who can remember the belt that comes between Mars and Jupiter? With objects beginning with A. It's like a belt. A belt of asteroids. Yes, what we have planetary objects known as asteroids that come between Mars and Jupiter. Yes. And also, sometimes we get lumps of rocks and ice that travel through space at high speed and they have a tail. Does anybody remember what they're called that have a tail? Beginning with C. Comets. Well done. We get comets like this. E-T. If it's just one comet. And then finally, we might get some big lumps of rock that travel through space too, beginning with M. Meteors. Yes, meteors are like giant lumps of rock in space. E-T-E-O-R. So are other planetary objects too. Comets, asteroids, and meteors. And these are all of the different types of things that we will find in our solar system. And we could also add moon. The Earth has one natural satellite known as the moon. But guys, that was brilliant. Very well remembered. And now, because this is a review lesson, we've got a PowerPoint presentation for our students to review some of the different facts and different planetary objects that they've already learned. So let's turn to have a look at the TV screen, guys, for our PowerPoint presentation. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation today, the solar system review. And here you can see a diagram picture of our solar system. That's nearly as good as the one I drew. You can see the sun and the different planets. The solar system was formed 4.6 billion years ago. A long time ago. And has many planetary objects. Yes. There are 8 different planets in the solar system, of which Earth is one. Yes, and we've learned about all of the planets already. Planet Earth was formed over 4.5 billion years ago. That's unbelievably long ago. Even before Teacher was born. Earth is the third planet from the sun in our solar system. And we know all the planets and their position in the solar system already. The sun is the solar system's star and provides all of the heat and light. So the sun is really a star, a massive star that forms all the heat and light energy. Every day, the sun seems to rise in the east and set in the west. That's what we call sunrise and sunset. But in reality, the sun does not move at all. It's the earth and all the other objects that move around the sun. The sun always stays in its position at the center of the solar system. So the sun always stays where it is. It's everything else, including Earth, that moves around. The sun appears to rise and set because of the rotation of the Earth. And what rotation means, that's another word for turning. Just think now, as we're sat on this planet, our Earth is rotating and turning. But we don't notice it because of gravity. This is why every morning the sun is seen to rise from the east. Always in the east. The sun always looks to come up from the east. By the time it reaches midday, the sun has risen to high up in the sky. So that's like midday, halfway through the day. And then in the evening, the earth has rotated further. And the sun is setting in the west. So because the earth rotated, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It's the earth that's moving, not the sun. The moon was formed 4.5 billion years ago, which is around the same time that the earth was created too. The moon is the Earth's only natural satellite. Yes, what we mean by natural satellite is the only natural object that moves around the Earth. There's lots of other satellites, but they're man-made. The moon does not emit any light. The moon reflects the light from the sun. So tonight, think about that. When you see the moon, you're not seeing the light from the moon. It's the light from the sun reflecting on the moon and then coming back down. And here you can see the moon in the sky. And here is a comet. Remember earlier when we mentioned comets? This is what a comet looks like. And these are stars. The moon has gravitational pull that controls the tides of the seas and oceans. So when you see the oceans and the seas, the water moves in and the water moves out. That's because the moon's moving and pulling the tides of the sea in and out. That's what controls the tides of the sea. A solar eclipse happens when the moon moves in front of the sun. You can see just behind the moon here, you can see some of the light from the sun. But a solar eclipse is when you can see hardly any sun. A lunar eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly behind the earth. Yes. And what colour does the moon appear to be now? What colour can you see, guys? Red. When there's a lunar eclipse, because the sunlight is reflected on the moon, it changes colour to a reddish colour. And that's a lunar eclipse. Humans have visited the moon by travelling in a spacecraft from Earth. Yes. Here you can see the spaceman or the astronaut. And here is the spacecraft. They were from America. So you can see they've planted the American flag, and you can see the flag on the spaceship. When we look at the moon, it does not always look the same every night. Remember, we learned about the different phases of the moon depending on the size that we can see. The moon is a sphere, and what we see are the different phases of the moon. So let's have a look at them again, guys. New moon. The new moon is when you can hardly see it. There's hardly anything to see. It's almost completely hidden. But then the moon gradually starts to get a little bigger. New crescent moon. And that shape you can see there is a crescent. New half moon. You can see now it's almost half the size. New gibbous moon. And then finally, full moon. Now we can see the entire moon. And then after the moon's been full, it starts to get smaller again. No longer new moon, now it's the old moon. Old gibbous moon. Old half moon. Old crescent moon. And finally, the whole process takes 29 days. And that's what we call the lunar cycle. And there's some facts about the different objects in our solar system. Any questions, guys? That was brilliant. Well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation where they can review some of the different facts about objects in the solar system. So we can see how things like the sun, the moon, and the earth have different roles and different effects. And coming up, we've got a flashcards exercise for our students to practice speaking the various facts. But before then, guys, time for our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And for this sequence, we'll have a game of Teacher Says. So listen carefully. If teacher says, we can do. If teacher doesn't say, don't do. So arms in the air. Teacher says, arms in the air. Teacher says, arms side to side. Teacher says, arms forwards and backwards. Teacher says, stop. Teacher says, arms by your sides. Jogging on the spot. Teacher says, jogging on the spot. Teacher says, turn around. Teacher says, back the other way. Teacher says, stop. Teacher says, stand on one leg. Teacher says, arms in the air. Teacher says, touch your nose. Teacher says, touch your ear. Teacher says swap legs. Swap hands. Teacher says swap legs. Teacher says swap hands. Stand up straight. Arms by your sides. Teacher says stand up straight. And teacher says arms by your sides. Excellent, guys. Teacher says into a ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Teacher says jump. Excellent, guys. And teacher says please sit down. And now we've got a flashcard exercise for our students to work together in teams to practice forming and speaking some sentences about facts about the solar system. So teachers, you'll need to print off 2 sets of flash sheets. The first ones we're going to practice speaking and place on the board for students to refer to. The second set, cut the sentences into individual words, and then we'll give each team of students their own words to practice putting together. And when they're ready, they can practice speaking. But before then, guys, let's speak the sentences together. So the first one, there are 8 different planets in the solar system, of which Earth is one. Yes, our planet Earth is one of the planets in the solar system. And our next sentence, the moon has a gravitational pull that controls the tides of the seas and oceans. Yes, the gravity from the moon pulls the tides of the seas and the oceans in and out. And our next fact, the sun is the solar system's star and provides all of the heat and light. Yes, so we've got Earth, the moon, and the sun. 3 different facts there. Our next fact, the moon does not emit any light. The moon reflects the light from the sun. Yes, so when you see the light on the moon tonight, remember that's coming from the sun. And our final fact is, every day the sun seems to rise in the east and set in the west. Everywhere, all over the world, the same thing. And these are our 5 different facts, guys. So what we're going to do now is put our students into teams. So Pangpon and Lakgao, team 1. Prel and Down, team 2. Chu and Nadia, team 3. Pat, Pakbung and Net, team 4. We'll give each team their own set of flashcards to put into a sentence. When you're ready, guys, we can practice speaking together. So here we go for team 1. I'll wait until everyone's ready, guys. Team 2, you're welcome. And now for teams 3 and 4. Team 4, you're welcome. And team 3, you're welcome. So everybody ready, guys? 3, 2, 1, go. Work together to put your flashcards in the correct order. And when you're ready, raise your hands and we can practice speaking. The moon does not, well done, emit any light. Okay. The sun is the solar system star and provides all of the heat and light. Brilliant, guys. Very well done. The moon does not emit any light. The moon reflects the light from the sun. Brilliant, guys. Very well done. Team 3. There are 8. There are 8 different planets in the solar system, of which Earth is one. Excellent, guys. Very well spoken. And team number 4, how are we doing? The moon has a gravitational pull. Correct, well done. The moon has a gravitational pull that controls the tides of the seas and oceans. Brilliant, guys. Very well spoken. So, guys, what we're going to do now is take your flashcards and pass them to the team to your left, and we'll do another round to practice forming and speaking the next sentences. So, teachers, you can pause the video now and do the same activity in your own classroom with your own students. And remember to rotate the sentences each time, so each team of students gets to practice forming and speaking another sentence. So Pakbung, I'll take yours and pass to Bangpon and Lakgao. You're welcome. So team 3 ready? Team 2 ready? Team 1 ready? Team 4 ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So now you've got another sentence to work on, guys. Put the words in the correct order and then we can practice speaking. The solar system, yes. Okay. The moon has a gravitational pull that controls the tides of the seas and oceans. Brilliant, guys. Well spoken. And team 2, the sun is the solar system's star and provides all of the heat and light. Brilliant, guys. Team 3, the moon does not emit any light. The moon reflects the light from the sun. Well done, guys. Very well spoken. And now, team 4. There are 8 different planets in the solar system, of which the Earth is one. Brilliant, guys. Very well spoken. So once again, take your flashcards and pass them to the team to your left. And we can practice speaking together again soon. Thanks, guys. Okay, so team 1, here's your new flashcards. Team 4 ready? Team 3 ready? Team 2 ready? Team 1 ready? Go. So work together, guys, and let me know when you're there. There are 8 different planets in the solar system, of which the Earth is one. Brilliant, guys. The moon has a gravitational pull that controls the tides of the seas and oceans. Brilliant, guys. Well done. Team 3, the sun is the solar system's star and provides all of the heat and light. Excellent, Nadia. Well done, guys. And Pakbung, how are we doing with your team? The moon does not emit any light. The moon reflects the light from the sun. Excellent. Very well done, guys. Okay, now what we're going to do is one final round. So pass your cards around one more time, guys. And Pak Bung, I'll take yours. And team 1 can pass them to team 2. So team 2 ready? Team 3 ready? Team 1 ready? Team 4 ready? Go. Final round, guys. So let's see who can finish first. The moon does not emit any light. The moon reflects the light from the sun. Brilliant, guys. Team 3. The moon has a gravitational pull that controls the tides of the seas and oceans. Brilliant, guys. Well done. And team 2, there are 8 different planets in the solar system, of which the Earth is one. Well done, guys. Well spoken. And team 4, the sun is the solar system's star and provides all of the heat and light. Excellent, guys. Big round of applause. Everybody's done a great job, so give yourselves all a big clap, guys. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure every student in your class gets their own worksheet. And what we want our students to do is to demonstrate their understanding of the different facts about the solar system. Each sentence on our worksheet has 10 different missing words, and these missing words are in the word box. We want our students to demonstrate their understanding by writing the correct word in the spaces provided. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Names on top first. So Pangpon, this one's for you. You're welcome. Prel, for you. You're welcome. Down, here's yours. You're welcome. Chu, for you. You're welcome. Nadia, here's yours. You're welcome. Pat, for you. You're welcome. Pak Bung, here's yours. You're welcome. And Net, for you. You're welcome. So, have a read of the sentences, guys. What words are missing? The solar system is made up of something planets. How many? 8 planets, correct. The solar system is made up of 8 planets. So find 8 in our word box. Write it in the space. What is it? A star, correct, player. Well done. The sun is a star. The sun is the solar system's star. Correct. Well done. Well remembered. Mercury is the closest to the sun and also the smallest. The sun appears to. So in the morning, what does the sun do? Does the sun come up or down in the morning? Rise. Well done. The sun comes up. It rises in the morning from the east. And then in the evening, it sets, goes down in the west. Next one is also known as the red planet. Yes. The furthest planet from the sun. So which one's the furthest away? Neptune, correct. The largest planet in the solar system is Jupiter. Correct. Well done, guys. Remembering well. Jupiter is the largest, Mercury the closest and the smallest. What do we call the Earth's natural satellite? Begins with M. The moon. Correct. Well done. Excellent, guys. Great. Saturn, all planets orbit around. Yes, what's the big bright object in the center? The sun. And then Saturn. What does Saturn have that no other planet has? Rings. Yes. Brilliant, guys. You remembered all of them facts very, very well. Brilliant. So you see how all of the different planets and the different objects have their own different facts. Jupiter's the biggest, Saturn has rings, Mercury's the smallest, and Neptune's the furthest away. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet exercise where they had to sort the different facts about the solar system into the correct spaces by writing the words in the spaces provided. My students here all did a brilliant job, so well done, guys. That demonstrates your understanding. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope you've enjoyed the lesson and found it interesting, and now know about the different objects that come into the solar system and the different facts about them. And we'll see you again soon. So can we all turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye.